Kelly Friel. I'm from CrossFit Southampton, which I'm an owner of. I've been involved with CrossFit now for just under 7 years. I got introduced to it by my coach back 7 to 8 years ago. He was sort of saying, "Oh, Kelly, you should come and try CrossFit out. I'm going to open a box." And then literally 7 years, October coming, he opened a box and I've never looked back since. Back in 2016, my goal was when I turned 40 to try and aim to make it to the CrossFit Games. Aiming to be top 20 in the world was going to be tough. So adapted my training a little bit, and that was basically my goal to work from 2016 to last year. I was really fortunate and earned my place at the CrossFit Games, which was like a dream come true. Never thought it would happen. And yeah, was mega excited to go. Flew out and had a few days out there beforehand, and then just basically went out there to have fun. And I landed myself a podium place in second. So that was a pretty big shock, but I just took it in my stride and just thought each workout, take it as it comes and just have fun. My goal this year was to try and get back to the CrossFit Games again if I could. But with all the changes going on in the CrossFit world, reducing the Masters numbers to top 10 rather than top 20, wiping the leaderboard after the Open was going to be tough. So again, it was just like, right, let's get through the Open, let's make sure I qualify in the top 200, and then wait for the online qualifiers to come out. Online qualifiers come out, there are some things that I liked, some things that I didn't, but luckily it turned into a positive and I landed 7th place overall to make it to the CrossFit Games this year. So one of my sponsors, being Wolverson, has helped me massively in my training. Going back to last year when I qualified for regionals, I kindly asked them if they could lend me an assault runner, one thing that I haven't been on. It turned out that we had it at regionals that year, so it was great that they kindly lent that to me because that helped massively. Completely different way of running compared to outside. It's a real hamstring burner. This year they've been amazing as well. They've brought down the Concept 2 bike. We had that in the games last year and I didn't really know, what level to have my seat on or how I was going to get more power through it. So by having that as an addition of part of my training tool is going to be awesome over the next few weeks. Having my own barbell, my own coloured plates as well means that just, I can focus on just getting my bits and pieces out and putting it in my day-to-day training. So my 15 kilo Olympic bar is great. It's got such a good spin on it. So when I'm doing my day-to-day lifting, really good quality. It's got a really nice grip on. And then along with the bison plates, really, really hard wearing. The service as well, if you have any issues, when I've contacted them in the past from a box owner point of view, they've always been there at the end of the phone. So Wolverson have introduced a new Wolverson Athlete team, which I think is great of getting all the Wolverson athletes together. Recently we visited Kelly Baker's box at Barnsley, which Rob Walker organised, which was great to get everyone together. This time it turned out just to be the females there and Rob, which was great, he loved it. But it's just great that, we can share our knowledge, share training tips together, and also you just get to throw down with some great friends. My typical training week is 5 sessions a week, so I have 2 pure rest days. Some people think that I may train 2-3 times a day, but unfortunately I just don't have that time available with family, with running a box. So I tend to fit all my training in one session, generally between sort of an hour and a half to 2 hours. It starts off mostly with strength at the start, then may go into a bit of skill work and then metcons, etc. So like for example today, I've got a slightly lighter day because I had a bit of a heavier day yesterday. I've got 5 sets of 3 thrusters. I've got my favourite things, which are muscle ups, which are my nemesis. I've got some rowing and just a small neckcom. Slightly getting a little bit heavier during my games training. Maybe next week I'm going to sort of start adding in a swim session. So on my actual training day, so I still keep my 2 rest days. I find that being with a master, it really helps. If I sort of tried to train 6 days continuous, then my body would just be broken. But yeah, it's just sort of trying to now think of all the different things that they might put in the games, and just practice as much as possible. Wolverson as a company, for me, from an athlete perspective, I think have been really, really supportive. Great company to represent. They've always, at the end of the telephone, if they're unreachable, they're always available by email. Always keep in contact with us, which is great from an athlete point of view, especially if you're sort of just, wanting just to pick their brains about something, or just want a quick reply. From a box owner point of view with their equipment, again, there's nothing that we've had that we wouldn't recommend. Their plates have been awesome. So my advice for anyone that's looking to sort of get involved in CrossFit or take CrossFit to the next level, and try and make it to sort of a sanctioned event or the CrossFit Games, is, don't give up, follow your dream, but most important, have fun. That's how I always try and think of it, is go out, go and have some fun. If you don't enjoy training, then that's when it becomes quite tedious. You just got to go out there and have loads of fun.